I just kissed already. When you like hear the premise of the long walk and then you quickly find out afterwards that they're choosing to do this, you're kind of just like, why? And that kind of feels like it's going to be a problem with the film. But then that why is actually like one of the more interesting parts of the film. It's like within all of these characters, it's like revealed about some of the characters. That was like truly a nice treat. The movie doesn't hold back in how gruesome and brutal it wants to be. Sometimes to a goofy extent, there's a couple deaths that happen and just injuries that sustain that feels like they're there more for shock value than like being authentic, and it kind of took me out of the film just for a split second. I don't cry in movies. I don't think I've ever really cried. I spent 80% of my time watching this movie with just a big old lump in my throat. I can't even explain to you why. It's just like some of the moments felt so spelled out in like a screenwriter sense, and yet they were just working, and I just couldn't stop myself being like, this is sad. God, I sound like a lizard right now, but it's true. Like, I was feeling emotions, man, watching this film. Do you want to hear something you've heard 100 times before? David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman are bloody brilliant in this film, as is basically everyone. The whole cast is great. Like, it seems like all the characters had like individual choices about how they wanted to characterize their character, like the little tics they had and things like that. All little details like that I'm never going to turn my nose up at. I like all that shit. But not just Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson, but them together is really where the magic was. Like, the instant bond, the brotherhood they found in each other, and that love they had for each other, fueling one another to just keep on walking. I'm sure this movie's going to be put in like a letterboxd list somewhere for like movies that are gay that aren't gay, because this movie's pretty gay. My only real complaint is the ending, and I hear it differs from the ending in the book, so maybe I would have preferred the book ending more. And it's not even something like I'm gonna dig my heels over. Like, you could explain the ending to me and I will hold my hands up and say maybe I just didn't get it, and like there's a good chance I'll then like it. But from what I took from the ending, it kind of felt like, and just like run with me on this, it felt like when you play one of those choose your own adventure like Telltale games, and then you watch like a YouTube video afterwards of like an alternate ending if you made a different choice. That's kind of the feeling I had while watching the ending play out. Look, it's one of those things where you're just either gonna get what I'm going for, or you're not gonna get what I'm going for here. But like, it just felt a little unsatisfying, and not in a way that it's like sad, because it was always gonna be sad. I mean, look at the fucking description of the film. It just felt unsatisfying in like a story structure way. I don't even know if I fully agree with it as like character choices from what I feel like I am meant to believe the characters are. But again, it's one of those things where like easily someone could explain to me why this ending works and why it's good, and I'd be like, okay. Or maybe not, but like, I'm open to hearing that. This movie was so unique and so visceral, and the fact that I like it so much, even though the ending at first has felt a little bit weird or jarring to me. I mean, that sounds like another film that I've seen this year that is currently my #1. That being said, and with that in mind, I'm sorry, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10.